Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. Let's talk about the Patron program, a couple of updates, where we've been and where we're going. I've talked before in the past that when I started the program almost 2 years ago now, I expected to get 4 or 5 people to join, and right off the bat, it got about 15 to 20, and it's grown steadily. I topped over 100 people just in the last few weeks, and then it shot up to almost 110 very soon after that. Now, right now, I still only offer the single $4 level, and the only things I promise at that $4 level is that you'll get the monthly newsletter, you'll get the purchase notices when I'm going to be buying something, or potentially right after I've bought it, I will alert my patrons. And then you get the opportunity to send me messages, ask me questions, and you're guaranteed to get a response, unlike on YouTube. So the uptake has been very, very good. Now, in the last couple of weeks, I did my first patron sealed box sale, which I don't really consider that to be a perk of the $4 level. It's something I'm doing, but it's certainly not something I promise to continue doing indefinitely into the future. I may eventually paywall that behind a higher and more expensive patron tier, but for now, I don't have concrete plans to do that. For now, the sealed sales will continue at the $4 tier. Now, I have more product on the way. It should be here sometime in the next 4, 5, 6 days, and I will be running another sale. I'm not going to say just yet what that product will be or how much it will be priced at. After that, I have product for potentially another sale coming, and I'm working on product for sales after that. But again, I cannot guarantee prices, products, quantities, anything, timeframes, or even that these will continue at all into the future. So I make no guarantees. But, I've had good feedback from the patronage, from individuals, and it's been really great. I enjoy the patron program a lot, and it is a lot of fun to get with those people who self select to be in that group, the kind of interesting questions that they bring, and the discussions that we have in private messages. And it's very fulfilling for me, and I appreciate all of it. I appreciate the financial help that they give me through the patron fees and through supporting the sales and other things in the patron program. There's several of the patrons that I sell expensive single cards to. There's several that I buy and sell sealed product to and from, and it's just opened up a lot of great business opportunities. And in general, everything I've done with Final Trade for 3 years now, since I started the business, started the YouTube channel, and about 2 years ago that I started the patron program, every single thing I've done has been with an eye towards the ultra long term, towards building a business that will eventually be something very large and very productive for me and my family, and create a lot of opportunities. And what I've tried to do the entire time is find people who wanted to come along with that. And so I'm going to be having a policy change on the patron program. And previously, if you wanted to leave the patron program, that's fine. No hard feelings. I don't want to coerce anyone. And so if someone is in the patron program and no longer feels like it creates sufficient value for them, they've always been free to leave, and I don't get upset about that. The policy change is starting sometime Saturday this week, which I guess will be March 30th. I will be going in and banning all the people who have left in the past, and from now on, anyone who leaves will be banned from returning in the future. So I will consider this an approximate 48-hour one-time amnesty for people who have left the program in the past to come back in and remain in the program. And then from Saturday onwards, if you ever leave, there will be no coming back. Final Trade Patreon is not a flop house from which you can come and go as you please. The rewards and the benefits of it, I thought, have always been not only very good on their own, but a great value at only $4 a month. And I think a lot of people agree with that. I've had a lot of patrons who joined in the summer of 2022 and are still with me today. Those early patrons who were very committed, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the ones who have come along since then, and all the ones who will come along in the future. I don't take this for granted, and it is, I consider it a great responsibility that people give me money simply to be allowed to talk with me. And it's very humbling, and I appreciate it. But I'm looking to the ultra long term, as I always have in investing, and as I always have since I started Final Trade 3 years ago. And so in the ultra long term, what I'm looking for is the best customers, the best people to come along with me for the long term. And so if someone wants to drop out, that's fine. We can part ways with no animosity. I hold nothing against anyone. But what I'm looking for is long term people who are here for the long run. In the future, I have plans for different patron tiers. I have plans to open a store. I have a lot of plans for Final Trade in the future, and we are getting there. Things are accelerating. Things are accelerating at an unbelievable pace between single sales, sealed box sales, patron growth, YouTube growth, everything. The revenue is unbelievable. I've done more revenue in the first 2.5 months of this year than I did in all of last year. And if things, yeah, if Final Trade simply coasts from where it is now and does not grow anymore this year, it'll be an off the charts high revenue compared to my expectations, and I fully expect it to keep growing from here. So if you've previously been in the Patreon program and you would like to sign back up, you have until Saturday. I do not have a cap on the number of patrons right now. In the future, I will put one on there. I don't know when that will be. I don't know what the cap will be. I will know it when I get there. And if you've been a patron in the past and you don't want to sign up, no hard feelings. Keep watching the videos and viewing YouTube ads and supporting the channel that way. But there will be no coming back. So the amnesty runs through sometime Saturday. I don't know when I'll get around to it on Saturday. I have a lot of collector boxes coming on Saturday to do a mass opening with and list up on TCG Player to sell. So I'm not sure if I'll get around to it early in the morning or if it'll be late in the evening. So don't put it off too long. So thanks to everyone who's been a patron in the past, all the current patrons, the potential future patrons. Thank you. And especially all those patrons who have been with me for nearly 2 years now, the early ones who signed up, who went out on a limb with me. I haven't done nearly enough to pay you back, I feel, and I hope that if you stay with me long enough, I can get to the point where I feel like I've sufficiently paid you all back. So I'm very humble and appreciative for everything, and I'm very excited for the future of where this is going to go, where Final Trade will go, and everything else. So let me know what you think, guys. Thanks to everyone who makes this content possible, everybody who watches the ads on YouTube, everyone who supports me through Patreon, everyone who buys things from me through TCG Player, everybody who buys on my secret anonymous eBay account, and everybody who sends me messages, has discussions with me, helps get my brain going about ideas and everything else. Everyone who's made offers to support in the future, everyone who has made very interesting business deals and offers with me through the Patreon, everyone else. Thank you so much to everybody. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade.